Dear friends, let me begin with a surprising truth. Not all fruits are safe for people living with diabetes. Some fruits are like natural medicine, packed with fiber and antioxidants that lower blood sugar, protect your heart, and even repair the damage diabetes has caused to your nerves and kidneys. But others, just as sweet and tempting, can flood your bloodstream with sugar, overwhelm your pancreas, and quietly increase your risk of complications. The challenge is that both types often sit side by side in the same kitchen, and most people cannot tell them apart. In today's video, we will uncover which fruits act as powerful allies for your health and which ones silently sabotage it. Stay with me until the end, because I will also share simple diabetic-friendly recipes that you can start using right away. The two faces of fruits. Fruits are often celebrated as nature's perfect gift. They are colorful, delicious, and packed with vitamins and minerals that our bodies need. But for people living with diabetes, fruits carry two very different faces, one that heals and one that harms. On the healing side, there are fruits that are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and essential micronutrients. These can stabilize blood sugar, protect the heart, reduce oxidative stress on nerves, and even shield the kidneys from long-term damage. They act almost like medicine wrapped in natural sweetness. On the harmful side, however, there are fruits that, despite looking just as inviting, flood the bloodstream with sugar, overwhelm the pancreas, and silently accelerate complications. This duality is what makes fruit choices both powerful and dangerous. According to the American Diabetes Association, fruit is encouraged as part of a balanced diet, but the type and portion size make all the difference. Clinical nutrition research has shown that low glycemic fruits such as guava, pears, or pomegranate can reduce fasting blood sugar and improve A1C scores over time. On the other hand, high glycemic fruits like watermelon or overripe bananas can cause rapid spikes in glucose, triggering oxidative stress and insulin resistance if consumed frequently. The tricky part is that both kinds of fruits, the healing and the harmful, often sit side by side in the same kitchen or grocery store. Without understanding their differences, it is easy to assume that all fruits are safe, leading to mistakes that may worsen diabetes control. A report from the Journal of the American College of Nutrition reminds us that not all fruits are metabolized equally. The presence of fiber, polyphenols, and antioxidants determines whether the sugar inside will act gently, like a slow-release nutrient, or aggressively, like a surge of glucose. In this video, we will carefully explore which fruits act as allies in your journey with diabetes and which ones may quietly sabotage your health. We will start with the most protective, science-backed fruits every diabetic should include in their diet, complete with nutrition facts and practical recipes. Then we will uncover the fruits that seem innocent but can trigger dangerous sugar spikes. And finally, we will clear up common myths that confuse many diabetics about fruit, while offering you simple, safe, and delicious ways to enjoy them. Stay with us until the end, because what you learn today could transform not just your fruit bowl, but also your blood sugar stability, your energy levels, and your long-term health. The healing fruits, pomegranate. The first fruit on our list is the pomegranate. At first glance, many people think of its jewel-like seeds as nothing more than a garnish for salads or smoothies. But in reality, this ancient fruit is one of the most powerful allies for people living with diabetes. Despite being naturally sweet, pomegranate has a surprisingly low glycemic index of about 35, which means it raises blood sugar more slowly than most fruits. Its glycemic load per half cup of seeds, around 87 grams of arils, is only 6, which keeps it firmly in the safe range for diabetics. This balance between sweetness and stability is what makes pomegranate so unique. You can satisfy your taste buds without sending your glucose on a roller coaster ride. From a nutritional standpoint, Half a cup of fresh pomegranate seeds provides about 72 calories, 3.5 grams of fiber, 1.5 grams of protein, 16 grams of carbohydrates, and about 12 grams of natural sugar. It also delivers 10% of the daily value of vitamin C, 8% for vitamin K, 6% for folate, and 5% for potassium. Beyond that, it provides magnesium, copper, and manganese. Each of these trace minerals plays a direct role in blood sugar regulation. Magnesium improves insulin sensitivity. Copper strengthens blood vessel walls, and manganese supports enzyme activity in glucose metabolism. Scientific studies confirm these benefits. Research published in Nutrition Research 2013 found that pomegranate juice improved insulin sensitivity and reduced oxidative stress in diabetic patients. Another clinical study showed that daily pomegranate intake could reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by 10 to 15%, a meaningful shift when trying to lower HbA1c over time. But the healing power does not stop with blood sugar. The antioxidants in pomegranate, particularly punicalagins, protect nerves from neuropathy, reduce kidney inflammation, and improve circulation, lowering the risk of diabetic foot complications. Cardiovascular benefits are profound. Studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show that pomegranate juice reduces LDL cholesterol oxidation and improves arterial flexibility, protecting against hypertension and heart attack risk. There is also a fascinating link with hormones. By lowering nighttime oxidative stress, pomegranate helps stabilize melatonin, the sleep hormone, and antidiuretic hormone, which controls how much water your kidneys release. For many diabetics struggling with disrupted sleep and frequent nighttime urination, this subtle balancing act can improve both rest and glucose control. A common myth is that pomegranate juice is too sugary for diabetics. The truth is that when consumed in moderation, and preferably in whole seed form, pomegranate delivers natural sugars packaged with fiber and antioxidants. This slows absorption and stabilizes blood sugar compared to processed juices. Recipe idea: a diabetic-friendly yogurt parfait. Combine half a cup of unsweetened Greek yogurt, half a cup of pomegranate seeds, and 1 tablespoon of crushed walnuts. This snack balances protein, healthy fat, and fiber to blunt the effect of natural sugars. One caution: if you take blood thinners, such as warfarin, speak with your doctor before consuming large amounts of pomegranate, as it may enhance their effects. Pomegranate is not just a fruit. It is a protective shield for diabetics, lowering inflammation, improving insulin response, and defending the body against long-term complications. The healing fruits, guava. Second on the list is guava, a fruit that often surprises people with its remarkable benefits for those living with diabetes. At first glance, its bright green skin and pink or white flesh may look like just another sweet tropical fruit to be cautious of. But beneath that colorful appearance lies one of nature's most powerful natural blood sugar stabilizers. Guava's glycemic index ranges from as low as 12 to about 24, depending on ripeness. That places it among the lowest of all commonly eaten fruits. Its glycemic load for one medium guava, weighing about 55 grams of edible flesh, is only 3 to 4. What this means is that even though guava tastes pleasantly sweet, it has a very minimal impact on blood sugar levels after a meal. For diabetics who need to carefully manage glucose spikes, that combination of sweet flavor with low glycemic effect is almost unmatched. From a nutritional perspective, guava is impressive. A single medium guava provides just 37 calories and 8 grams of carbohydrates, yet it packs an impressive 3 grams of fiber, which is 12% of the daily value. Even more striking, guava is a powerhouse of vitamin C. Just one fruit delivers more than 200% of the daily requirement, twice as much as an orange. It also contains 12% of the daily value for potassium, 8% for folate, 6% for copper, and 5% for manganese. These nutrients all play crucial roles. Vitamin C protects pancreatic beta cells from oxidative stress so they can secrete insulin more efficiently. Potassium helps stabilize blood pressure and fluid balance. Copper strengthens metabolic pathways. And manganese supports enzymatic processes tied to glucose metabolism and nerve function. The real advantage of guava lies in its unique fiber profile. It contains both soluble and insoluble fiber in a near-perfect balance. The soluble fiber slows sugar absorption in the gut, helping to prevent rapid spikes after meals. At the same time, insoluble fiber promotes regular digestion and supports the microbiome. A healthier gut microbiome has been directly linked to better insulin sensitivity. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that regular guava consumption led to fasting blood sugar reductions of up to 25%, along with improvements in cholesterol levels. Another clinical trial showed that guava leaf tea reduced fasting glucose by 23% in just 12 weeks. These are not small changes. They represent real progress in reversing insulin resistance. The benefits extend far beyond glucose control. Guava's antioxidants protect the heart by reducing LDL oxidation and improving vascular flexibility. They support the kidneys by calming inflammation in the glomeruli, the filtering units. Its carotenoids, such as lycopene and beta-carotene, shield the retina from diabetic retinopathy, protecting vision. Even the skin and immune system benefit. With its high vitamin C and copper, guava stimulates collagen production, speeding up wound healing and reducing the risk of skin ulcers. Its immune-boosting properties lower the frequency of respiratory infections, which often hit diabetics harder. Recipe idea: try a chilled guava salad. Dice 1 medium guava. Keep the peel if tender for extra fiber. Toss with lemon juice and sprinkle with chia seeds. This refreshing dish delivers vitamin C, fiber, and omega-3s all in one bowl. Fun fact: guava has been called a multi-nutrient supplement wrapped in natural flavor, and for good reason. With twice the vitamin C of an orange and a fraction of the sugar, it offers diabetics both satisfaction and safety in every bite. The healing fruits, pears. Third on our list is the humble pear. At first glance, pears may not look as exotic as pomegranates or guavas, but for diabetics, they hold powerful blood sugar balancing secrets. Despite their soft, juicy sweetness, pears have a glycemic index of only 30 to 38, placing them firmly in the low range. Their glycemic load is about 4 for a medium fruit weighing 178 grams, which means they provide steady energy rather than a glucose surge. A medium pear contains around 100 calories, 27 grams of carbohydrates, and an impressive 6 grams of fiber. That equals about 21% of the daily value, making pears one of the highest fiber fruits available. Fiber is the key to why pears work so well for diabetes. They are particularly rich in a type of soluble fiber called pectin. When pectin enters the digestive tract, it forms a gel-like substance that slows sugar absorption. This acts as a natural slow-release system for glucose, creating steadier blood sugar and fewer cravings. But the fiber benefits go even further. Pectin feeds beneficial gut bacteria, encouraging the production of short-chain fatty acids that directly improve insulin sensitivity. A study published in Food and Function, 2019, found that people who ate pears regularly experienced an 11% reduction in fasting blood sugar and measurable improvements in insulin function. Within a few weeks, beyond blood sugar, pears protect many organs that diabetes tends to damage. Their vitamin C and copper protect the kidneys from oxidative stress. Potassium lowers blood pressure, reducing strain on both kidneys and heart. Vitamin K in pears supports vascular health by lowering the risk of clotting, which can help prevent stroke. Nerve protection is another hidden benefit. Pears contain flavonoids and antioxidants that calm free radicals, reducing the risk of painful neuropathy. Their antioxidants also support brain health. Since diabetes is linked to cognitive decline, pears flavonoids improve blood flow to the brain, protecting memory and focus. Pears also quietly support fertility and hormone balance. Their folate aids ovarian function in women, while their antioxidants protect sperm in men. And because pears are high in water and fiber, they promote satiety. Studies show that eating a pear before meals can reduce daily calorie intake by about 200 calories on average, helping with weight control, which in turn improves insulin sensitivity. Recipe idea: a warm spiced pear bowl. Slice 1 medium pear, simmer gently with cinnamon and a splash of water until tender, then top with Greek yogurt and flax seeds. This transforms a simple fruit into a diabetic-friendly dessert, rich in fiber, antioxidants, and comforting flavor. Myth: some believe canned pears are as healthy as fresh. The truth is, canned pears are usually stored in sugary syrup, raising their glycemic load dramatically. For diabetics, only fresh or lightly poached pears deliver the real benefits. Pears may look humble, but their fiber and nutrient package make them a quiet powerhouse for managing diabetes and protecting long-term health. The harmful fruits. What to avoid. Now, let us take a closer look at the fruits that people with diabetes must avoid or consume with extreme caution. While fruit is often marketed as universally healthy, the truth is not all fruits are created equal, especially for those living with insulin resistance. Bananas top the list of concern, particularly when they are very ripe. As bananas ripen, starches break down into simple sugars, raising the glycemic index to around 60. A medium banana contains about 27 grams of carbohydrates and 14 grams of sugar, but only about 3 grams of fiber to slow absorption. For diabetics, this means a rapid sugar dump into the bloodstream, causing spikes and then crashes. Many people eat bananas for potassium, but safer sources include avocados, spinach, and pumpkin seeds. Grapes are another deceptive culprit. Their small size makes them easy to overeat, and half a cup contains 15 to 16 grams of sugar with very little fiber. Their glycemic index is near 60. For diabetics, a handful of grapes may seem harmless, but the sugar rush can be significant. While grapes do contain antioxidants like resveratrol, the quantity in a typical serving is too low to outweigh the risks of repeated glucose spikes. A better alternative would be berries, which provide antioxidants with less sugar impact. Mangoes may be a tropical delight, but for diabetics, they are sugar bombs. 1 cup of diced mango has nearly 23 grams of sugar and a glycemic index of 55. This raises both blood glucose and fructose load, stressing the liver and contributing to fatty liver disease, which diabetics are already at risk for. Pineapple and watermelon are refreshing, but their glycemic index is very high, 65 for pineapple and 72 for watermelon. Because they are low in fiber, their sugars flood the bloodstream quickly. For someone with diabetes, eating these fruits frequently can worsen glucose control and nerve damage. Perhaps the biggest hidden danger is dried fruits such as raisins, dates, or figs. Drying removes water and concentrates sugar, making them extremely dense in carbohydrates. Just a quarter cup of raisins contains more than 25 grams of sugar, the equivalent of a candy bar. Without water or fiber to slow digestion, these sugars enter the bloodstream almost instantly. For diabetics, these fruits should either be avoided or consumed only in very small amounts, and rarely. Better options include apples, guava, pears, berries, or pomegranates. These fruits provide antioxidants and nutrients while keeping glycemic load manageable. Myths, facts, and recipes. Before we finish, let us clear up some common myths about fruits and diabetes. Myth 1. Natural sugar is always safe. Fact. For diabetics, sugar is sugar. whether it comes from candy, juice, or fruit. The difference lies in whether that sugar comes packaged with fiber and antioxidants. Fiber slows absorption and antioxidants protect tissues, but large amounts of natural sugar still stress the pancreas. Myth 2. Fruit juice is the same as whole fruit. Fact. Juicing removes the fiber and concentrates sugar. A glass of orange juice may contain the sugar of 4 oranges without the fiber to slow it down. For diabetics, this is a recipe for glucose spikes. Whole fruit is always safer than juice. Myth 3. More fruit is always better. Fact. Even low GI fruits can cause problems if eaten in excess. Portion control is essential. For example, 1 guava or 1 pear per day is excellent, but 3 or 4 in one sitting may still overload your blood sugar. Myth 4. Dried fruits are healthy snacks. Fact. Dried fruits are extremely concentrated in sugar. Even a small handful can contain as much sugar as a candy bar. For diabetics, they are best avoided. Now, let us highlight some diabetic-friendly recipes. Pomegranate yogurt. Parfait. Combine unsweetened Greek yogurt, half a cup of pomegranate seeds, and a tablespoon of walnuts. This delivers protein, fiber, and antioxidants to stabilize blood sugar. Guava salad with lemon and chia. Dice 1 guava. Toss with fresh lemon juice and sprinkle with chia seeds. This provides vitamin C, fiber, and omega-3s in a refreshing low-sugar dish. Spiced pear bowl. Simmer pear slices with cinnamon and water until tender. Top with Greek yogurt and flax seeds. This comforting bowl combines soluble fiber with protein and healthy fat for steady glucose release. The lesson here is simple. For people with diabetes, the key is not eliminating all fruits, but choosing wisely, eating them in moderation, and pairing them with protein or healthy fat to slow sugar absorption. As we have seen, fruits are not all created equal, especially for people managing diabetes. Some fruits, like pomegranates, guavas, and pears, provide a remarkable package of fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants that stabilize blood sugar, protect vital organs, and strengthen immunity. They act as protectors, guarding your heart, kidneys, eyes, and nerves from the silent damage diabetes can cause. With the right portions, these fruits become allies in lowering fasting glucose, improving insulin sensitivity, and reducing long-term complications. On the other hand, certain fruits demand caution. Overripe bananas, grapes, mangoes, pineapple, watermelon, and dried fruits may look harmless, but they deliver concentrated sugars with little fiber to slow absorption. For a diabetic body that is already struggling to regulate glucose, these fruits act like hidden sugar bombs. Repeated spikes from such fruits can lead to elevated triglycerides, fatty liver, nerve damage, and an increased risk of heart disease. Science is clear. For diabetics, it is not about avoiding all fruit, but about making the right choices every day. The good news is that you now know how to choose wisely. By favoring low glycemic fruits, controlling portions, and pairing them with protein or healthy fats, you can enjoy the sweetness of nature without sacrificing your blood sugar balance. Practical recipes such as pomegranate yogurt parfait, guava salad with chia, or a warm spiced pear bowl show how simple it is to turn fruit into healing medicine rather than a source of harm. A myth worth remembering is that fruit is not unlimited, even when it is healthy. Moderation is key. A single serving, such as 1 medium pear or 1/2 cup of pomegranate seeds, can nourish and protect. But doubling or tripling those portions at once can still overload your system. Always respect portion sizes, listen to your body, and work with your healthcare provider to tailor fruit intake to your needs. My dear friends, every bite you take is either feeding the disease or fighting it. With knowledge, you hold the power to choose wisely. Let fruits become your allies. not your enemies. If this video opened your eyes, do not keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about who is living with diabetes. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next science-backed tip from Nutigood HealthBook. And before you go, tell us in the comments, which fruit surprised you the most today? Your answer may inspire others to make better choices, too. Remember, healing starts with small, daily decisions. Choose the right fruits, enjoy them in balance, and let your health flourish naturally.